Welcome children. Today we are going to start the new part 1, that is circle. Yes, it is not related to whatever we have done earlier. Yes, you know it is not a polygon. It's not made by the line segment. Yes, it is a simple curve, you can say. It is a closed simple curve. Yes, how? Let me draw one circle. I am going for the rough sketch of this one. May not be the perfect one, then also it can be. We can accept this one. So here in this circle, what you have seen? Yes, when you are drawing these things by using your compass, you will get the perfect one. Okay, here you know that it is a special figure where you can say that the points, the distance from the points from the center, that points lying on that distance will be fixed. Yes, if you are putting, let it be, if you are putting a rope, okay, or if I am going to turn it like that. Yes, if that part will make any color, so when I will turn it, I will get a perfect circle. Yes, so it shows that the points lying on that part, they are always in a fixed distance from the center. If this point, if this one is where when you are going to draw, if you are putting the pointer of your compass, that is the center, and that line you are getting, that curved line you are getting to draw the circle, the point lying on that line always will be in the same distance from the center. Yes, so let's name this center as, if I am marking this one as O. Yes, that point, it is always that center, that means the middle point of this circle, that is the center is O here. Now, if one line segment I am drawing from the center to one point of the circumference, that means on the curved line. If I am adding these two, let me, I am taking here one point and I have joined these two. That distance, let's name this one is P. That distance, it is same for all the points. If I am going to measure, if I am adding these two also, it will be same, these two also it will be same, from here to that part, that is also will be same. So the distance from the center to the curved line, that is fixed and it is called radius. For that particular circle it will be fixed. This is called radius. So here the radius of this circle is OP. Yes, now if I am taking one line which will pass through the center, here I can write OP. OP is the radius. Yes, I can write here. Now, if I am drawing one line which will pass through the center and it will touch the opposite side of the circle, it is passing through the center and touching the opposite side of the circle. So that line which is passing through the center and touching the two different points of this circle, that line, it is called that diameter. What you will call this one? That will be diameter. Let's name this one as, I am naming it here as XY. That line, name of this line I have given here XY. It has been drawn in a way which passing through the center and it touches two different points on the circle. So here I can say XY is the diameter of this circle. Now, up to that it is okay, we have understood that what is radius, what is diameter. Now you can see one thing, as I was telling, that distance from the center to that circumference, okay, you don't know what is circumference, I am coming to that after, but to the curved line, that distance is, it is always will be equal from the any point from the, that means any point on the circle to the center. So here you can see what we are getting in this case, you can say that OX and OY, they will be definitely equal. So that means that always the radius is half of the diameter, or you can say radius is equal to, that is half of diameter. We can present it like that. Yes, you can understand it from here also. Now, if I am going to take one part of this circle, let it be I am taking one part from here to here. Yes, one arc, that arc on this circle, if I am taking, what does it call? That is called that on that curved line I am taking only that much on this line segment. Here that M, we will present this one with this curved line. It is called arc. Yes, it is one arc of this circle. You can have lots of arc on this circle. Here I have taken only this much. Now, if I am doing one thing, that from M, if I am joining this O, and from N also I am joining this O, and I am shading this one. Yes, what I will get? Can you tell me? Yes, what I have done, I have bounded this arc. Yes, with two radii. I have taken two radii, OM and ON. So that enclosed area, that will be called as, what it will be called? This is the sector. What it is called? This is the sector. Always the sector is part of this circle. Yes, if you are dividing the circle, you will get lots of sector. So this is also one sector of this circle. So I can name this one, that let it be name this one as MNO. In this case, MNO, or you can say MON, whatever. In any sequence you can name this one. Okay, let me name it as MON. So that one, it is the sector of this circle what I have drawn here. Now if this is the sector, okay, let it be. Now when we were talking about the diameter, yes, here in this case you have seen that line segment which was passing through the center from one point of the circle to another point. Now if we are drawing one line segment which is not passing through the center, but it will touch two of the point on the circle. It is touching the two of the point of the circle. Let me name it A and B. What you will call? Yes, it is not passing through the center, you can see. Earlier when we were talking about that XY, it was, yes, that was passing through the center, and we have called this one as diameter. But here I have drawn AB. What name you will give this one? Yes, that is any two point on the circle. Yes, if you are joining them, they will be called as chord. What will be called? AB. Here AB, it is a chord. So if AB is a chord, that means these are the 2 points. If I am joining them, then they will be called as a chord. So on that condition, our diameter what we have drawn, that is also a chord. And diameter is the largest chord of that particular circle. Yes, it is passing through the center and it is becoming the largest one. But these are also the chord. You are getting lots of chord you will get here in a circle. You can draw so many chords on a circle. Okay, now already I have drawn the chord. If I am shading that area, that enclosed area by the chord with that arc. Yes, here these 2 points A and B we have, yes, and I have drawn the chord, and if I am shading this part, what it will be called? Here in this case, this one was called as sector. So what it will be called? Yes, that is also have a name. Its name is segment. What you will call this one? That AB, that shaded part of AB. Here I can write it like shaded part. Yes, as I have marked it like that, it will be called as the segment. It will be called the segment of this circle. So in case of circle, you can get lots of segments. Yes, you can draw it here, you can draw it here, anywhere you draw a arc, and you can say that particular means that area surrounded by a chord and an arc. So what you are taking? You are taking a chord and that arc. So that area will be called as segment. Now what more has been given? If I am let me take one. If I am going for dividing the circle, what I will call? Yes, see here we have drawn the diameter. Let it be. Now I am considering that NP is the diameter. What is happening with this circle? Can you tell me? Here NP become the diameter. Yes, this was the center. What is happening if I am going to draw this diameter? You can see that my circle has been divided into equal parts. If you are drawing a circle on a paper, then you are just cutting this one, and if you are folding this one, you will get two equal halves. Yes, so that two equal halves, they are called as semicircle. So a diameter can divide the circle into equal parts. Okay, so here if you have asked that what is the interior and exterior? Yes, definitely, as we are talking about that other polygons also, that enclosed part only, this is the interior, and which is not being enclosed, that is the exterior. Yes, that is called the exterior. So I have not yet told that what is the circumference. Yes, you people have drawn so many circles now. So that line you have drawn, that curved line, that complete curved line, that is the circumference. So here circumference means that whole line you have drawn to get that circle. So this is called circumference. Yes, so let's come to that exercise, and I hope you people are very much clear about this topic. You can solve each and every question. Okay, so let's come to that one.